Hello everyone, Storming here. So, in this video I'm going to be reviewing book 14. Now, before you say, oh, that's old, it came out 2 months ago. It literally came out 2 months ago. It's still the newest. Wings of Fire content, still the newest installment, so it's like the new thing to talk about. And this is late because my intro animation took forever to make, and there's a lot of other stuff too, so that's it, and let's get into the video. So, I'm going to be reviewing book 14, giving my opinions, giving it a rating, my thoughts, and like theories and questions, like for maybe even book 15, and I'm going to be doing that. So, I hope you enjoy. Some of my initial thoughts were is that Snowfall was very well written. I really like some of her dialogue, and she like talks all crazy and like all those capitalized letters. Tui really wrote her well. Another thought was the sanctuary. I love that place. I really like how dragons from all of the tribes can go and live there because I guess in the tribes they don't like hybrids and stuff. And that one Sea-Wing Mudwing character they mentioned, that character doesn't even have a name, but I already love that character. I hope we get to learn more about them. Also, we got to learn more about Jeroboa and her backstory. Jeroboa's second, or it's technically Jeroboa's third now because we learned about the failed Jeroboa. Jeroboa's first daughter, and I don't know, I guess something went wrong. But Jeroboa third's backstory was very sad. You can really see how like Animus magic really got to her mother and all that. And it was really sad. I really like how she escaped from her, and like that I just thought that entire like sequence was amazing. Winter's reaction to learning that Ren could talk dragon, that was so cute and amazing. I loved how Sky was in there. I like how Snowfall thought about him like, oh, this little stupid dragon, he's just like, he's so innocent, he's not ready for war. And I thought that was fun. One of the things I kind of disliked about it is that the beginning was kind of slow, like the dragons from Pantala arriving, and then like them sitting at the beach for like 3 chapters straight. That was kind of boring, but I knew it was also important, like for Snowfall to get the visions. But the beginning was kind of slow. Overall, I thought this is one of the best Wings of Fire books. Very well written. I enjoyed it a lot. So here's my review. The plot was good, it felt well rounded, it felt well written. Some people might argue that, like, the ring and all that was, like, plot convenience, but it felt necessary to Snowfall's character arc. It didn't really feel, like, forced or anything. It overall felt like, good. I really like how they summed up the entire thing with the ring, with Opal, the spirit of that Animus dragon. Like, again, that ring didn't feel forced. It felt like good. It felt well written. Snowfall's character development was really good. At the beginning, she like had like zero empathy and like could not understand other dragons at all. And by the end, like this is in one of the books like where you could read the first page and then like read the last page and you could tell that she's a totally different dragon now. And I also feel like Lynx also had a big impact on her character. Like Lynx helped her see things from the other dragons. Lynx is a lot more chilled and laid back than her. Like, that's kind of an understatement, honestly. And I think that was also an important part of her character. I think the inclusion of the visions from that ring and like what was happening on Pantala was like it was a good way to show what was happening. What the part when it went to the perspective of Blue and him being controlled, that was honestly so sad. It was also kind of ironic when in the meeting, Snowdew, Sundew, and Cricket were there, and they were with the other queens talking about like how to stop the Evermind and like Wasp and what's happening on Pantala. But it's like Snowfall was like the dragon in the room who knew the most about Pantala, and that was kind of ironic and funny. Another thing I want to comment, the way that the plan came together, it felt very satisfying with with Ren and Sky showing up, then like them discovering that a human can speak dragon. That felt like very well rounded. How like Ghibli came to a revelation, a secret buried far below, and with the abyss and what Snowfall saw in that vision, and how it all came together very well. And it seems like it's going to work. I really liked how we got to learn more about Juraboa and her backstory, and that she has a terrible mother. Like that entire sequence was like amazing to read and also very sad. And I gotta say, coming into this book, I knew it was gonna be Juraboa who turned off the animus magic. I didn't think it was some weird, deep buried magic or something. I knew it was Juraboa. And how it like happened just like right before Luna came, that was cool. And what her mother did to her, that curse she put on her, that was crazy. The only thing I kind of disliked about this book is that I wish it had a little bit more action. It was kind of lacking in action. I wish it had like maybe like more epic fights or something like that. But that's kind of the only thing I really disliked about it. I think this is one of those very good like in the middle stories where we got to learn a lot of information to set it up for like the finale of the next book. It was very good. The plot was good. And it was like it was a very good book. Maybe one of my favorite Wings of Fire books now. And I would give it a book rating of an 8 out of 10. Not amazing, not like crazy amazing good, but it was like better than the average book in the series. The main question I had finishing the book was, why is it called The Dangerous Gift? Now, some Wings of Fire books are titled more obvious, like Hidden Kingdom or Hive Queen, for example, then some are more open ended and obscure, like Moon Rising or Brightest Night, like come up with your own interpretation of the title. This was definitely like one of those titles. And what is The Dangerous Gift? You could say that it was the ring, the gift of vision, but the only danger that poses is giving you a vision when you're awake or flying or something. It doesn't seem that mysterious or obscure like a title would. Now, I think that the dangerous gift is the gift of stealth, the armbands. Snowfall used them once in the beginning of the book to hide her army when the dragons were coming from Pantala. And then later in the book, she gave them to Sundew, who was going on the mission to Pantala to find the abyss. So she gave them to Sundew, and Sundew said that they made her feel a lot more safe and reassured about the mission. But what if they are actually gonna, like, be the downfall of the mission? What if, like, they don't use them properly or something happens with the magic? What if they are the dangerous gift? Another question I had coming out of the book was, what is the abyss? We got to learn about, like, this is when it was the first book that was introduced, but we got to learn about a little bit, like, but like, what really is it? We got like a little bit of a description of it in the epilogue, and this is it. As she got closer, she could see the dim green glow that came from its depths. She could also see the skeletal figure that huddled by the edge of the glow. He crouched so close to the terrifying drop, it made Raven dizzy. He didn't he didn't turn toward her. His eyes were always fixed on the same chasm. Now, what is this? Like, what is that? Like, is it like a dragon or some strange entity? We're probably going to learn more in book 15, but like I really want to know like what is the abysmal. They also said it has like a voice and it needs a dragon. What does it mean by that? Like any dragon doesn't eat the dragon? Like what does that mean too? One more thing. Who is the main POV for book 15 going to be? I honestly think it's going to be Sky, since we haven't gotten that many like Skywing POVs. I thought it might have been like a Mudwing, maybe Sora or Umber, because Tui did say that she knew what was happening to it, so like maybe they would have showed up in book 14 somehow. But since it's just like some random Mudwing going on the mission now, I think it's gonna be Sky, since like we only had only one other Skywing POV, and like she's never repeated a tribe in the same arc. So I think the next POV is going to be Sky, but tell me what you think in the comments down below. I want to like hear all your guys' opinions about this book, start a discussion. Like tell me what you think, your theories or whatever. And that's it. Thanks for watching and goodbye.